UFC at 274, Oliveira versus Gaethje. Most confident picks. Now, there's a lot of close fights on here that you cannot be confident about, especially Oliveira versus Gaethje, but it's going to be a very, very solid card. I'm going to do a little bit different in terms of categorizing my confident picks in this one. I'm going to go first with super confident picks, then I'm going to go confident picks, I'm going to go slightly confident picks, and then I'm going to go I'm just slightly leaning for them to win the fight. Now, for first, super confident picks. There is absolutely nobody I'm going to be adding to that super confident picks list. There's literally nobody on that list. I'm going to be straight up with you. There's a lot of close fights here. None of them meet the criteria to be a super confident pick. But for confident picks, first off, I'm going to go with Michael Chandler. I think he's better than Tony Ferguson everywhere except for jiu-jitsu. Yes, that is the only way for Tony Ferguson to win, is to land a dark choke submission or something of that nature. But yeah, Michael Chandler is my first confident pick. Not a super confident because of the dark choke of Tony Ferguson. Can definitely land in the fight. But he is in that confident place for this fight with Tony Ferguson. He's the better striker. He's the more powerful guy. He's got the better wrestling. He's got the takedown defense. Yeah, he should definitely win that fight. Another confident pick, I would have to say, probably Cledson Rodrigues would be another confident pick right there. Cledson is better pretty much everywhere except for power. It's kind of like Tony Ferguson, where Michael Chandler's better than Tony Ferguson in every aspect of the game except for one part. Ferguson was better in the grappling. In this case, with Cledson Rodrigues and CJ Vergara, the only path to victory for CJ and the only advantage that CJ is going to have is going to be the power that he does possess. Other than that, Cledson is the better striker at range. He's got more volume, he's got more pressure, he's got the better kicking game, he's got the better wrestling, he's got the better grappling. Should overall win that fight fairly easily, except for that one lucky punch from CJ. It's not going to be lucky per se, but that one big shot that CJ could throw and knock out Cledson Rodrigues. That's kind of like the only way he wins. But yeah, Cledson, another confident pick right there. Another confident pick is going to be Andre Fieldhall. It is a short notice fight. It just got announced yesterday to happen on the prelims of UFC 274, but I think Andre is better everywhere. Striking, wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu, it doesn't matter. Andre Fieldhall, he's definitely a confident pick. He's almost to the realm of super confident pick, but Cameron Van Camp, again, is a very good jiu-jitsu guy. A lot of submissions on the record. I think Fieldhall is probably my most confident pick of the card, but he's not a super confident. He's almost there. So out of those three confident picks, I'm going to rank them in order of most confident to least confident. Andre Fieldhall, my number one most confident. Michael Chandler, my number 2 most confident. And then Cledson Rodrigues, my number 3 most confident. Now for I'm sort of confident in them to win. I'm not confident. I'm not going to be like, yeah, they're definitely going to win that fight. And I'm not just a slightly leaning. This is a slightly confident picks list, and there's going to be a lot of people in this list. First off, Charles Oliveira. I'm slightly confident for him to win the fight because he's better pretty much everywhere except for power. And he doesn't have necessarily the best chin on him as well. So yeah, Oliveira is better grappler. He's a better Muay Thai guy. He's lengthier. He's got the better wrestling. Maybe not. I mean, maybe Gaethje does have the better wrestling as well, but I think more times out of 10, maybe like 8 or 9 times out of 10, Oliveira is probably going to win this. Probably is going to win this fight. It really matters on Gaethje just landing those big shots and landing one of them that cracks the chin of Oliveira and knocking him out. He's just a slightly confident pick right there. Another slightly confident is going to be Rose Namajunas. I do think she's better pretty much everywhere. Kind of like a lot of these fighters. They're pretty much better everywhere in the fight except for one aspect of the game. That one aspect for this one is going to be the wrestling for Carla Esparza. Carla is the better wrestler, but striking, Muay Thai, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, clinching, height, reach, everything else goes Namajunas right there. So again, it's another one of those ones where they're going to have pretty much all of the advantages in the world except for one thing. So she's another one of my slightly confident picks. Another slightly confident pick is going to be Donald Cerrone right there. I think he's better everywhere again except for maybe the wrestling from Joe Lozon, pretty similar to the Rose Namajunas and Carla Esparza fight. I think it'll kind of be play out pretty similar where Joe Lozon is going to be attacking a lot of takedowns and Cerrone is going to defend a lot of them, not all of them, and outstrike him on the feet to a decision. Pretty much the same thing with Rose Namajunas there. Another slightly confident pick is going to be Norman Lamont. Another one, she's better everywhere except for one aspect. I don't know how many fights on this card where they're better pretty much everywhere except for one. But Norman Lamont is literally better everywhere except for the kicking game. She's got better boxing. She's got more volume. She's got more pressure. She's got better wrestling. She's got better grappling. She doesn't have the better kicking game. That is pretty much it. So another slightly confident pick. Another slightly confident pick is going to be Brandon Royval. He's like one of those where he's borderline a confident pick. He's right in between there. He's almost confident and he's sort of in that slightly confident. So you could move him to the confident pick category, but you never know with Matt Schnell. If he's able to defend the takedowns, he could win that fight. Blagojevich, I'm not going to add him to there. Francisco, I'm not going to add him. Tracy Cortez, I'm not. Lupita Godinez, I'm going to say slightly confident pick as well, as I do think she's better pretty much everywhere except for strength. Striking, wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu, clinching, Lupita is the better opponent, but Ariane Carnelosi is kind of like a Jessica Andrade, where if she gets to fight to the ground at any moment in the fight, she can latch on a submission. She's just that strong that if she gets that position and she just starts squeezing on it, she can finish the fight easily. So another slightly confident pick there in Lupita Godinez. Now, in terms of confident rankings for those slightly confident picks, number 1 is going to be Brandon Royval right there. Number 2 is probably going to be Rose Namajunas. Number 3, Donald Cerrone. Number 4, Norman Lamont. Number 5, Charles Oliveira. And then number 6, Lupita Godinez. I mean, you could kind of switch a few of those around right there, but at this moment in time, that is where I'm going to have it. Then, for just a slight leans, I'm not confident in them to win. I'm just, slightly leaning for them to win the fight. Number 1, Ovi St. Preux. He can get knocked out. Mauricio Shogun Hua could go out there, start throwing bombs, catch the chin of Ovi St. Preux and knock him out. That is not a fight I can be confident or even slightly confident. That is just a slight lean on Ovi St. Preux. Case Williams, Randy Brown, another fight I am not confident at all. Just a slight lean on to Randy Brown right there. Blagojevich, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, another slight lean. Just gonna go Blagojevich ever so slightly. Francisco Ronaldo, Danny Roberts. It's going to be a crazy split decision. That's not a fight whatsoever you can be confident in. So I'm going to lean, again, Francisco Ronaldo to win. Cortez, Melissa Gatto. She's the better wrestler, but Melissa Gatto is better pretty much everywhere else. So another fight you can't be confident at all. Another slight lean for Tracy Cortez. And then Journey Newsom, Fernie Garcia. Fernie Garcia is another slight lean because he is a little bit better in terms of volume and in terms of wrestling. So, yeah, my slight leans on the card are going to be Fernie Garcia, Tracy Cortez, Francisco Trinaldo, Blagojevich, Randy Brown, and Ovi St. Preux. A lot of very slight leans. My slightly confident picks are going to be Charles Oliveira, Rose Namajunas, Donald Cerrone, Brandon Royval, and then I think Lupita Godinez is another one of those slightly confident picks. And then for confident picks, we're going to go Andre Fialho. We're going to go, where's the other one at? We're going to go Michael Chandler. And then there was one more confident pick. Clayton Rodrigues. I kind of glanced over him right there. But those are the confident picks, the slightly confident picks, and just the slight leans. I'm not confident at all in those fighters winning. But that's the list right there. Those are the confident, the not confident, and everything like that. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on those notifications down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.